This generation of gaming just sucks. Really does. It really, really does. I mean, these three consoles don't mean a lot like they used to when they first came out, and it's not as good. It's not as good as their predecessors, should I say? Like, let's start with the 360 since it came first. The Xbox 360. Now, what good games came out of that? Oh yeah, guess what? We had, to go into my calculations, we had Halo 3, and we had Halo ODST, and we had Halo Reach, and we also had Call of Duty, but that's not exclusive, but go count as exclusive because it's also on Xbox. No. See guys, Xbox didn't have a lot of great exclusives. It didn't. And that's just not a good reason to buy a console if it has no good exclusives. Why do you think people bought the Wii? It's because they had exclusives. Why do you think people decide between the Super Nintendo and the Sega Genesis? Because they had great exclusives. You get to decide which one you wanted, Mario or Sonic. But not these days. It's just, oh, we just all have the same games. There's not much of a difference. If you own an Xbox, you can play Halo. And if you own a PS3, you can play Killzone. And if you got play Uncharted, but on 360, you play Gears of War. Yeah, that's not very good. Also, I'm going to get started with what about the Xbox? Red Ring of Death. Why? Microsoft, why? Just start this big trend that all your game consoles are supposed to break down after 2 years. Yep, Microsoft started it. They just did. Is it necessary for a console that's brand new to break down after 2 years, but you can still have a Super Nintendo working for 14 or 13 years? Come on. You know, are we taking a step backwards in gaming? Are we taking a step forward? I don't think we're taking any steps forward if we have the same first-person shooter genre and if our consoles last less than older ones do from the 90s. We're not going anywhere, guys. We're just taking our steps backwards. We are going forwards, then after the 6th generation, we just went down. We can start walking backwards. We were doing that Michael Jackson moonwalk. It's pretty sad to see because these consoles have potential. They just don't use them. They really don't. Now let's get started with the Wii. Let's see this one. Where was the support? Where was it? I didn't see any support for this thing. I did not. Sure, there was a few games from third parties. We saw like No More Heroes, Mad World, we saw Monster Hunter Tri, we saw Top Snuckle vs. Capcom, we saw GoldenEye 007, we saw Sonic Colors, we saw... what else? We saw a bunch of games. We saw some games that didn't come to America, like those 3 RPGs that didn't come to America. Everyone's begging for them, but we didn't see them. That's another thing. The Wii has some great games in Japan. They just didn't come over. They just didn't. I mean, what is this, the PSP or something? This is like the PSP of consoles. It's like, all the good games are in Japan, but don't come over to America. Like the PSP, it would have been good, but guess what? All those games stayed in Japan. They didn't come overseas. We didn't see them here. If they did come over, I would probably buy a PSP. But guess what? They didn't. And I didn't buy a PSP. That's what happens. And also, the Wii community. You guys call yourself the Wii community, but you guys only play Call of Duty. That's kind of weird. You guys say you support the Wii, but the only game you support for is Call of Duty? What? You guys don't make sense. You guys say you want to get the Wii well known for hardcore games, but you guys only support one franchise. I mean, there's a bunch of games that get lowered and degraded of the original form when they get ported to the Wii. So like NBA 2K12, that game is just the my play is the same as last year. It's kind of sad because hey, they did a good job on 2K11 for the Wii. We just hope they do a better job on 2K12, and they just take a step backwards. Kind of sad to see. EA just use that cartoony look for Madden. It's like a saying the Wii's for kids or something. You know, good joke, right? Also, the Wii. Yeah, they have a few good parties. It's just that people didn't even look for them. They didn't look for the games. They just passed them over. It's like, oh hey, the Wii has a lot of good hardcore games people just didn't care about because it wasn't Mario or Sonic or Zelda or any well-named franchise, because new IP titles to Wii get looked over and overshadowed by the major ones like Mario and Zelda and Metroid. It doesn't make sense. You guys say the Wii needs more games this year, but you guys haven't even played all the games the Wii has to offer. It doesn't make sense. Now let's go on to PlayStation. Let's get started. One word. Well, not one word. Bunch of words. Yellow Lights of Death. What do I say about this one? I heard Sony makes you pay $75 just to repair the system. And it's not even your fault. It's their fault. Maybe we should sue Sony like we do with Microsoft and make them pay for their mistakes, not us paying for supporting you guys. Maybe we should do that, and instead of just saying, oh, I'm gonna pay $75 because I have nothing else to play, and I just love getting ripped off by you guys. No, you guys shouldn't do that. That's one thing I admire about the PC audience is that they know how to stand up for themselves. They don't just take it. Well, I guess the PC community isn't that big, so I guess that's the reason why. I mean, sure, there's a lot of games on PC, but we're talking about the major games, it's not a lot of them, it's just a few. Say this out, like 2 million, 3 million, 4 million, around there, 5 million, I guess. It's somewhere in the, between 10 million and 5 million, I guess. While the Wii, PlayStation 3, and Xbox is just way above that. Wii and the PC community just gets overshadowed by that. And also, PlayStation 3. PlayStation 3. Where do I begin with this thing? The thing freezes up. Like, I try to play Uncharted 2, the game freezes up. I try to play Mag, I get disconnected from the servers. I try to play NBA 2K11, the game froze on me. You call that good technology, fanboys? You call PlayStation 3 the most powerful system of all time, but it can't even run a simple game like NBA 2K11 or Uncharted 2, which that game is not even... That PlayStation 3, it just barely handles the game. It just barely. I bet if it was on PC, the game would run amazing. Like when you open like the XMB thingy, the game pauses. Some games on PlayStation 3 don't do that, but this game does. And if it was on PC, then imagine the graphics would be a lot more realistic. But I don't care about graphics, so why am I talking about that? What else? And also, if you try to play a game like Uncharted 2, the game, you can't even download a game. You cannot. That tells you how bad the RAM is for PlayStation 3. If you can't even download a game while playing a game. You can do it with some games, but not all games. Like, I can't understand you can't play online while you're doing it, but playing a single-player game? Come on, dude. Well, you expect me to just sit there with my PlayStation 3 on, just waiting, like, I'm just waiting to play my game. I'm just waiting for a download. No, you shouldn't do that. You shouldn't have to. Only if you have, I don't think you have to do it on the PC. I think you just play a game. You can download the game at the same time. You can do that. I'm sure you can. I probably have to ask a PC gamer about that. But yeah, this gaming generation just sucks. And I'm not a PC fanboy. I really ain't. I don't even have a game PC of my own. Like, the only big game my PC can run is like Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. That tells you how bad my PC is. On the lowest settings. That's how bad it is. And also, PC fanboys, I have a little message for you guys. Why do you guys always talk about graphics? No one cares. No one cares about mods. They're just skins. No one cares about freaking, oh, you can have it at the highest settings. Ultra settings. Oh my god. If I want to see ultra settings, I'll go outside. Not be glued to my computer like this. Oh my god. My eyes are glued to the computer. These graphics are just mind-blowing because I don't go outside. I know what it looks like outside. Oh my god. No. No. That's not how it goes. Because graphics don't mean squat. Gameplay does. Story does. Music does, because you don't want me listening to no screeching while you're playing a game. But yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say about this topic. This gaming generation just sucks. Hopefully the Wii U saves the day. I have high hopes for it. Got the great first-party Nintendo titles, mix of great third-party support. That's a win-win situation. Don't you guys agree? And that's all for today, folks. Diesel Blade, slowly signing out.